This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Delta Green role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Iconoclasts. It was written by Adam Scott Glancy and Shane Ives. It can be found at Arc Dream Publishing, and it can also be purchased from Drive-Thru RPG. Our handler is Keith Craig, and this is episode 1. We would like to give a word of warning to our listeners. This scenario is a rough one. It deals with the real-life atrocities committed by ISIL. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Keith?
Thank you, Thom. Iraq, the beginning of the 21st century. In 2003, the U.S. launches an invasion to overthrow the dictator Saddam Hussein in a quest to find weapons of mass destruction that did not exist. In a hindsight poor decision, the Ba'athist Party, which was dominated by Sunni Muslims and ruled Iraq for decades, were all evicted from the government. They most of them fled to western Iraq or into eastern Syria. In 2011, the Arab Spring launched, which Syria brutally reacted to, further inflaming the Sunni population. Rising from this was an extremist organization, ISIL, the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. They believed that anyone who was not a Sunni Muslim was an apostate. They had a particular hatred for the Shia sect of Islam. In 2014, ISIL pulled off its greatest success. 1,500 ISIL fighters routed 60,000 Iraqi soldiers and took over the major northern city of Mosul, Iraq. The U.S. responded with the Kurdish forces and launched inherent resolve to push them back. Meanwhile, ISIL begins the killing of all Shia who they believe are apostates and destroying all pre-Islamic artwork in the belief that if you erase a culture's history, you destroy its ability to claim it ever existed. We open up in Mosul. It's on the 23rd of March of 2016 when a group of recent ISIL recruits from foreign nations are being sent out on their first mission to check into a suspected apostate, specifically a Mohammed Rassam. So we'll open up. You're in a truck driving south, just leaving the city of Mosul. You're being briefed by a Chechen, Tamir Alama Sultanov. He's got quite a lot of scars down the side of his face. He talks about how he's fought in many battles against the Russian government, and that he quickly came to the call of al-Baghdadi, the so-called caliphate of ISIL, and that this is your chance to prove yourself. And if you are successful, then they'll arrange for you to have a wife, a forced marriage, which the woman probably has no input into it. But it's very important that we capture all this on camera. That way we can continue our social media presence and keep getting recruits in. Had a lot of success with the the videos of Jihadi John. He was the guy that would cut people's heads off on camera.
Is this guy former Mujahideen?
No, no, he's
Okay.
not. He's not a. Oh, the Chechen guy, the Timur.
Yeah.
No, no, he was not part of
Sorry,
the Mujahideen. Yeah,
I
no. He's
forgot
like,
you
no,
said
no.
Chechen. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense. My
yeah,
apologies.
yeah. I thought like he goes. He's like going. He's like, this is your chance, brothers, to prove yourself. We're going to go to Rassam's house. He claims that he is a good Sunni Muslim, but I suspect that he's either a Christian who is not paying the religious tax, or more than likely a Shia, and is therefore deserves to suffer and die. There's a little background on him. He used to work in the Hussein's government before the war, and during the war with Iran, he was authorized to build a bomb shelter at his house, and that's where we believe he's storing his blasphemous art and all. El Sayed, the propaganda of master of ISIL, he wants us to document all this, find the pre-Islamic art, and destroy it, and if necessary, kill Rassam. Is there any questions? Who's my camera operators? I see Arshad, you have a camera. Do we have anyone else with a camera?
Oh yeah, I'm live streaming all this right now. Let's go,
Uh,
guys.
Excellent, excellent. How many watchers do we have?
Oh, couple hundred, but it's recorded. It spreads after.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Goes goes well. Uh, just be ready. I've heard rumors that this man is also a sorcerer. I don't put a lot of faith in that, but you never know with these apostates.
Out of character, would that be a common belief?
Hmm.
Probably
Yeah,
all
I would,
lies
I
that
would
we
think
tell
so.
about
Yeah,
the bad
yeah,
guys.
Well, I mean, from my Western perspective, if someone's like, "Ah, yes, this man's a magician," it's like Rod,
yeah,
He
yeah,
Siegfried and Roy, or
yeah.
he consorts with the jinn.
Yeah, yeah,
ah,
he
okay.
consorts with the devil. So, okay. All right. So at about 2 p.m., excuse me, you roll up to a compound. It's a large house. This is obviously a very wealthy man during the former regime. Uh, as you pull up, you can see that he's got some orchards that are just outside of the house. The house is a two-story, but it has a couple wings on it, and it is surrounded by a fence with barbed wire across the top, and then there's a wall on the other side of the fence, and you know that there's glass on top of it, which is a standard practice there to keep intruders out. So Tamura pulls up, and he honks the horn on the truck. So he's like going, be ready, my brothers. You see an old man. He comes out of the house, and he comes over, and he comes to the gate. He opens it, and he goes, "Yes, may I help you?"
Yes, Uncle. We are looking for the owner of this house.
Ah, uh, Mohammed Rassam. He's like, yes, he is in. I am Majid Al Mohandes, his servant and all. Please, all all ISIL members are welcome here.
Good. Open the gate. We have business with your master.
So
Is that the
yeah,
appropriate term?
sure,
Sorry.
sure, sure, yeah. So he opens it up.
Translated into
Yeah, he swings the gate on, and he goes. And he's very respectful and humble, someone that is knows that, hey, you're dealing with people that have a trigger finger, an itchy trigger finger. So he kind of bows his head and he's like going, "You're always welcome."
So
Um,
to clarify, are we
Right.
we're fact finding right now? Is that sort of that's what
You're here to find the blasphemous pre-Islamic art that is banned and should be destroyed, and to find out if Rassam is a Christian that's not paying his taxes, or worse, a Shia who is, of course, an apostate and therefore should be killed.
so culturally, what's the vibe here? Like, are we treating him as like innocent until proven guilty, or the opposite, or like what would be fairly realistic? Like would it make sense for us to go in and like tie him up and say, "Hey, we're looking for this stuff," or like
I
interview
was going to
him?
ask someone to watch the servant while we go find the guy. I wasn't assuming that we were just treating everyone in the building as,
Well, I
violent
meant
heretics.
I was
Yeah.
talking about the main guy. Like,
I suppose we're very polite as long as we don't see any evidence, but the second we see evidence, we're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
polite
Mhm.
we're
anymore.
scary guys. Like, I mean, I'm on my cell phone, but I still have an assault rifle.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's very clear that we're gonna kill him if he's wrong, you know?
This could be a mistake. He could be a proper Sunni, but
As you guys like file in, I guess, through the gate of this, I don't want to say compound, but this residence,
Mhm.
um, Alan will sort of check, do the Soviet check of the of his AK, and then wait for a heartbeat while this guy's still standing there, and turn to him and go, "Are you going to get the tea?"
Oh, of course, of course. He's like going, let me get into the house. My niece will be in there. She'll of course be able to serve you all. You please forgive her. We were in our private residence. She is not in the niqab, the burqa and all. But
Hmm.
if I can get up there, I will let her know to put on the appropriate clothing for
Be sure that
unfamiliar
she
for
does.
yes, yes, of course, sir.
I'm
do we
gonna
go
take a
in?
quick glance around the
Yeah.
courtyard.
Okay.
Awareness or anything like that?
No, no, if
Okay.
you're just kind of looking around,
Sorry,
uh,
alertness.
yeah, alertness. Yeah. So as you kind of look around up front, it looks like there used to be a fountain. It's not running anymore because, to divert water for that would be very wasteful in a time when water is scarce. Uh, Looks like the house is still maintained and upkept, or kept up. It looks quite nice, and on it there's a lovely, like mosaics, but they don't represent any pictures. They're more abstract and all, which is
Abstract.
acceptable in the for an art and all.
A man with
It
money likes to collect art, so
Oh, it's gonna break my heart if I have to burn burn things. Um,
mm,
okay. Alan is gonna admire the mosaic probably for a minute too long and then follow in behind the rest of the squad.
mhm. So Majid, he goes in first, and he's like going, "Sir, we have a guest," and he's like, "Niece, please go put on the burqa. We have not non-family males coming, and they might see you." So there comes that, and so then he goes, "Please come in. I will go get the tea for you." And so he goes on in, and he goes back, and you see sitting there. He's standing up slowly. Is a man. You expect he's probably in his 90s and all. He's got a beard. He's a bald head, but not from shaving it, just from genetics and all. And he's like going. He's like, welcome to my home and all. How may we assist you?
this is the owner of the place.
Yeah, this is
Yes, yes. I am Tariq Muhammad Rasan.
Pleasure to meet you. Um, we're here
Uh,
because you've been accused of something serious.
oh, I am most sorry to hear that. I assure you that it is a mistake.
And
Probably a not out of not a mistake, of course, on your part or on the on ISIL or al Baghdadi's part. Probably just an error, or you just want to be thorough, and who can blame you?
correct. Then there will be no problem with us having,
Look around.
you know,
No,
free
no,
reign to the
of
property.
course, you are our most welcome in our home and stuff. Majid will be back with the tea here shortly.
Is there anything in this sitting room area? Like I mean, I'm assuming obviously he doesn't have like a drinks cabinet, but like,
Right, yeah.
um, is there anything in here that's like immediately sort of suspicious or just out of place?
Now, when you look around, what you could tell is that if you've been to a place where there used to be like paintings on the wall and they get removed, the wall behind it's just a different color because
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't getting sunlight on it. You can
plaster.
see
Yeah.
some spots on the wall and all where there obviously used to be things hung on the wall and everything. And maybe there's an alcove where someone would have put like a sculpture at one time, but now it's empty.
Where
You have
has
any icons or idols in the house?
Oh no, those were all destroyed quite properly 2 years ago when I was visited by other members of ISIL. I
uh
uh, I prayed many times for that my error in judgment in displaying those before and not destroying them as they should have been.
Oh, I'm going to search your house.
oh
Oh, you're most welcome.
So I'm videographing the whole thing. And
Okay.
I
I'll,
will
How is cell phone service in this building?
Uh, It's now that you're a little bit outside of the city, your cell phone, that sounds like a luck roll.
Hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
What? Oh man, I rolled a 57.
Yeah, so yeah, uh, it's choppy. Like you
Oh.
maybe if you go to like one corner, you can like get a couple bars, but if you go in,
Mm,
it starts dropping off and
yeah. So that's taken some distraction from me, and I'm a little frustrated by it. But I'll just start recording videos as if I'm live.
right. Okay. Yeah, and my uh Majid, he comes in, he's got his tray and he's got a teapot, and he's got the glasses with the cups with the sugar cubes and all, and he sits it down for you. So who was going to search around in the house?
I
uh
think that if you guys agree, it might be a good idea to have the guy who owns the place have him show us all the rooms and stuff so he's with us.
well, he'll show us what he doesn't want us to see, or what he wants us to see.
right. The other thing also is I'll say
If he's innocent, he has nothing to fear.
Uncle Tariq, how many members are in your house?
It is me, my servant Majid, and his niece Satha.
Could you gather all here, please?
Oh, of course. And he has a gets a bell and he kind of rings it. Majid comes back in. He's like, Majid, can you go get your niece? They would like to, our guests would like to speak with her. Of course. So, oh, he sits down and he goes, may I pour you some tea?
Is that just a general question?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Um,
him asking you.
I will take some.
Okay.
But I also wanted everyone here.
Oh, of course, yes, yes. She'll be here soon. She was putting on her burqa. So down the steps and not too long. It's not like it's a giant like Rockefeller mansion or anything.
Right.
So they come back. They come back down, and you see Majid again, and you see this woman, but she's completely covered except for her eyes. And they come in and sit down.
I guess Alan will turn to the group and say, uh, should we have two here and three searching?
Suppose so. I
Search different
volunteer to
parts of the
stay.
house.
Pardon?
We can search different parts of the house. Yeah.
Yeah, we could split up. You said there's a couple different wings of the house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so two and three then.
Okay.
I sounds like a plan. Uh, I will stay if someone would prefer to search.
And Timur, the Chechen guy, he'll stay here also.
Oh, is he here? I'm sorry, I didn't realize
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
here.
Nope, he came in also, but
Okay.
my NPCs lots of times they just kind of let the players kind of there, and he's here to see how you guys run this, so he doesn't want to take the lead on that.
So since we've got two people with cameras, I'll go with Arshad since he has one, and then Gokhan um, can be in the other group of three. So everything's documented.
Sure.
Okay, so we got Arshad and Kazim going, let's say, to the northern wing, and then Volkan and Ilam taking the southern wing.
Okay.
And
Sounds
then
good.
Alan, were you going to stay here with Timur and the three residents?
Yes,
Okay,
I think
that's
I
it.
think having two is better than having one versus three. Should things get interesting.
Sounds like a excellent idea. All right, so Arshad and Kazim. So you guys are taking the northern wing. So you're kind of in the grand foyer. It's kind of got like an arc, but instead of an arc up, it's arc on the laying flat. And so if you go around, you can see that it's going around like some gardens outside that the two wings come around. And you can also see that there's a couple doors coming off of this side of the foyer.
So we're in a garden area right now?
If you look out windows, you'll see a garden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the building kind of like surrounds the garden on three sides.
Arshad, when we look through this courtyard garden area, let's make sure we look for any like freshly dug up ground when we're out there.
Yeah. Or a place where a statue's been moved or hidden. Uh, I'm trying to think if I was going to hide stuff where I would hide it. So I've got that in mind, as I'm walking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What
you
is
said there's
the
two doors in here?
Yep, there's two interior doors, and then of course in the foyer there's like the doors that would go out to the garden area.
I'll grab one of the interior doors. Let's say the one on the left,
Okay.
and I'll just open it up to look inside and see what's there.
Okay. When you open it up, this is a bedroom. Uh, you can see on the it looks like there's some. It's got a feminine touch for simplest way to kind of put it. But this was not the room that Satha came from. She came from the other way. As you see in there, you also see some of the clothes that look like they would fit the servant Majid.
Okay. I'm gonna look in I'm gonna look in the closet.
Hmm. Okay. In there, you see that there is a women's clothing.
Uh, I don't see. Do I see any evidence that pictures have been taken off the wall, like today?
No, no, you do not.
what are
All
the
right.
floor and walls made out of?
The floor will say they're kind of like a tile, and the walls are
Cement
like
and
not
plaster.
quite like a plaster.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't have wood usually.
Every now and again, I'm gonna use some solid object, maybe the buttstock of my rifle, and
Hmm.
tap a tile or part of the wall, and pay close
Okay.
attention to see if something's been like spackled over or something.
Yep, that makes sense. And give me an alertness roll for that then.
Okay. Just going to pull up my sheet real quick. All right.
Hmm.
52 under 54.
Okay. Uh, you're pretty sure that there is not in this room.
I don't see anything in here. What's in the other room?
The other room,
Across.
as you go in there, this is looks like a library.
Well, here's the library. Let's see if he's got any Bibles or subversive texts
Well,
other than the Quran.
it's out of
Yeah.
character. The Bible itself wouldn't necessarily be forbidden, right?
No, but if it would be good proof that he was a Christian and not paying
True.
his religious tax.
Right.
Mhm.
Because then you can also slip little icons inside them. And yeah, so I'll look at the titles and just see if there's anything unusual.
Uh, what do you see in there? There's a lot of older Middle Eastern books and all. It seems like this would be an educated man's library, but nothing that would be, a blasphemous. So not the satanic verses or anything like
Well, that's hardly ancient, but yeah,
that. Yeah.
no picture books of pre-Islamic art.
There is not. No. Mhm. So,
Well,
uh,
this looks so far so good. What do you think, Kazim?
Did this man know we were coming?
I don't know.
he
Didn't
shouldn't
seem
have.
like it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see anything in here, but I'm just like going spine to spine, and
Mhm.
Yeah. Once again, if I had something that I was going to hide, I probably wouldn't put it in here.
does anything look like it's
Um,
been moved?
Mm, it it looks like in there, like there was probably, you know how you'll have on bookshelves, you have books, and sometimes you'll have like a picture frame in there. At least
yeah.
my wife does that, and so you can see there's some blank spots there. So maybe that he had some pictures that he took down when the city fell.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not
There's
too.
not dust, so he at least cleans this area.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so far. Um, Houses here don't have basements, do they?
No,
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything else in this wing?
no.
All right. And then I think we'll go outside and through the garden. Might as
Okay,
well enjoy the garden.
we'll come back to that. So we'll cut over to Gokhan and Ilam. You're checking the southern wing, which is larger than the northern wing because this is where the garage. The garage was on this side, uh, and and everything. Okay, so
Okay.
just like on the when they were headed to the northern wing, the foyer kind of wraps around the garden, but then it opens up into a dining room. Dining room is it's just a normal dining room that you would expect to see, and then it goes into some there's some double doors, where behind that is the kitchen, and that's where the servant came that brought the tea from it. And then down the hallway, you can see a door that looks like you could kind of estimate that probably goes to where the garage and everything is.
Okay.
There and there is also steps leading up here also.
Okay. Turn to Gokon and I say, do you want to head upstairs first, or do you want to check out this bottom area first?
Gokon's just been cussing under his breath at his phone this whole time and just ignores you a little bit and then fuck it. Yeah, you lead the way. Try to look cool. You ever do videos or anything? This is your first time?
No, I can put on a good show for you. And I kind of like stand up a little straighter, puff my chest out, hold my gun in a really aggressive kind of way.
Yeah, that's what you get in ISIL. They give you a free gun. You can just shoot it whatever you want.
Yeah.
But let's find out that this guy's a heretic or
All right.
after you.
All right. I think we'll head upstairs first.
Okay.
And then make a sweep through that and then head back downstairs.
All right. Okay, so you head up the steps, and you when you get upstairs, there, what would be above the foyer, there's like another curved room, and then here you can see there's hooks that are on the wall, but no pictures are hanging from it, and there's little alcoves in the wall also, but there's no artwork or statuary in the alcoves, although it's very obvious that that was what they were built to hold, was to display art.
Okay. And where like the statues were placed, I can't. It doesn't, like, dust is kind of similar between where it was at and where it was not.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Okay, and
that's a lot of stuff to be moving. Even if it was 2 years ago, you're saying this guy had, what was this, a Catholic church?
I don't know. This place must have been full of
Yeah,
stuff.
there's no way he's just converted and turned suddenly loyal. Like, I mean, I have, and so have you, right? But
Of course. Um,
it seems like this guy was in deep on the other end.
it's amazing like how empty the house feels with all the things that are missing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you'd replace it, right?
I
Don't
would
just leave
think
it
so.
empty.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe where he's old, he's just getting rid of stuff. I don't know.
all right. So there's several doors up here. You kind of, with this large of a house, you kind of can surmise that there's probably where the bedrooms and stuff would be for him, and guest bedrooms and all. So
Okay.
we'll kind of quickly cut through the ones where it's just like you go in and what you think. You find his master bedroom in there. He has a picture of him and his wife, which is allowed. You are allowed to have pictures of family. And he does have a Quran sitting on his nightstand next to it. The most of the guest bedrooms are empty, but you come to one and it has been converted to a library and all, and there are several books on the on the shelves in here and all. And what languages do you guys speak?
I speak Arabic, Dutch, English, and French.
Okay.
Yep. A little bit of Arabic and a little bit of Turkish.
Okay. All right. So looking through this, the majority of them are in languages that you don't speak.
Yeah.
You can give me an intelligence times 5 roll to see if you can somewhat maybe recognize the languages, but you won't know what they say.
91.
No, yeah.
Nope. I failed that too.
Yeah. So you don't there, but the books that are in Arabic. There's some that are in Arabic and some that are in French. There are a lot of them are dealing with ancient mythology, folklore, and archaeology, but they're not quite like textbook about mythology, almost like a not quite a religious, but like not also like, oh, I'm just reading about Greek mythology because I like the stories and all. So
Mm,
it's right
okay.
there on the edge where you could call it, hey, okay, no, this is forbidden, or hey, we might let this slide. So
Okay.
Ooh, we got to play that up and get a close up of it all.
Yeah, and I'll kind of like, you know,
Hmm.
dramatically
Yeah,
do this
gasp a
for the
bunch.
camera. Yeah, and kind of point to different things that are in the books.
It's disgusting.
And kind of just throw them on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think our work here is done.
Do I hear that downstairs?
yeah, if they're throwing it down, you can, hard enough, you can hear it kind of there. No, and before you go to the next room of interest, and let's cut down to Alin down there, and you can give me a human roll there. Um,
Oh, good. My favorite or my best stat at 10%.
oh yeah,
45 out of 10.
okay. So yeah, so you're just kind of sitting there, and the lady, she keeps kind of looking at you, but you're not picking up what she's trying to convey to you with her eyes with that 10% humor there. Uh, well,
I think I'll probably be more distracted by Tariq and apologize, the Czech, not the Chechnyan, the Czech, right?
Chechen.
Oh,
He's a
Chechen.
Chechen.
Okay.
Yep, he is Chechen. Yep. Hmm.
Um, kind of, I don't want to say like hero worship, but it's kind of like, oh, awesome. It's, older veteran guy, and here I am, the fucking greenhorn.
Hmm.
Um, I guess
Oh.
I'm keeping an eye out, sort of keeping my head on a swivel, but also like trying to do that and drink the tea.
Hmm.
Like a lot of boots are want to do very silly things.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, does Tariq seem stressed out at all?
Uh, with that human role, you wouldn't know.
Oh, well,
Hmm.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to Alan, nothing is amiss.
Exactly. Yeah. So Tariq, he starts sipping the tea, and then he starts speaking in a language that you don't understand.
Okay.
And
So just for clarity, it's not Arabic, Bosnian, English, or Danish.
that is correct. It is not. So he starts speaking, and you see the Chechen Timur. He kind of gets a. He kind of looks at him, and there for a second, he kind of starts, you know, like he gets lightheaded, and then he kind of snaps back, and he starts speaking back to Tariq in the language that you
Did
don't know.
Timur have any of the tea?
He did have some of the tea. Yes.
Have I tasted anything?
No, it's good tea. Yeah,
Timur,
exactly
what
what you.
Timur, what language are you speaking?
And he goes. He's like, it's Russian, you idiot. He's like, he's like, this man. He tried to. He tried to hex me. He tried to cast the evil eye on me to convince me to leave. He's
Is
like,
that is that why you got dizzy?
yes, yes, but the my power of my belief fought back. He is a an evil man. He's like going, hit him.
I'll stock strike him.
Okay, yeah. When you do the Tariq, he falls down and he kind of puts his hand up to his face and he looks up at you and he's like going, "I am a good Muslim," and then he starts with the Muslim prayer, which
I will immediately like back up off of. I
hmm
think even there's some lines Alan's still not comfortable with yet, and he's not about to beat a man in the middle of prayer.
okay, yeah,
And I'll turn back to the Chechen, whose name keeps escaping me. I apologize.
Timur,
Tamur.
Timur,
Perfect.
Timur.
I am writing it down. Timur. There we go. Uh,
Okay.
so Alan will lean over and he goes, he hexed you or he cursed you in Russian?
Yes, yes, he tried to control me. So old trick.
Uh,
I
he'll
recognized it.
he'll Alan, I'll laugh kind of like kind of nervously like that's Timur or magic's not real, man.
He's like going, "Oh, you have much to learn of the ways of the of this part of the world. There are many powers out there, and that's what we have to fight against. You know, Satan is real.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, Satan is real, but sorcery?
Oh, he the devil will use anything to for his advantage, to fight against the truth." And with that, the woman stands up and she approaches you and she's like, "I must speak to you. We're in very grave danger here."
Um, I have a question because I don't
Mhm.
know. Culturally, would she have been allowed to speak to me?
In cases of emergencies, yes, she
Okay,
can speak to you and all, but it's generally women were supposed to wait till they were spoken to by the
sure.
man
I
first.
also didn't want to
Mhm.
jump to conclusions.
Yep, nope.
He'll look to Timur and look back at the woman and go, "What is it?"
She goes, he's a very evil man, a very evil man. He uh he has a wizard's workshop up on the second floor. Your friends, they're walking into it. They are going to be exposed to his evil. He creates gold out of the lead. Then he goes into the backyard and he has me locked up in my room. He goes into the garden and I hear a loud noises coming out and I look and he's not there. And
Hmm.
then in the morning I hear more loud noises and he comes back into the house. Oh,
I look at Timur and said, do we have handcuffs?
of course. They have like those zip
Zip
tie
ties?
handcuffs. Yeah. Mhm.
Um, I guess another sort of out of character question. Uh, Despite his reluctance to like beat a man in the middle of prayer, um, can I restrain him? Like I did, I'm
Mhm.
asking because I don't know.
We'll say that you wait for an appropriate time in the Islamic prayer to
Sure,
yeah.
because I mean we are trying to be also good
Mhm.
Muslims here.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
so I will bind his hands behind his back and his feet. Um, I think I'm gonna gag him with part of his own the kifya, the
okay. hmm
his robe or his dress shirt, what top,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah,
Torso
yeah.
garment. There
Yep.
we go.
Okay. When you are start binding him, he had started stop praying, and then he starts going. He's like, "You think you're a real man? You don't know any of the dangers that I have faced and all. You will die, and no one will remember who you are."
I bounce his head off the floor.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a strength roll there.
I got a 28 out of 65.
Okay. So do your max damage.
Unarmed, that's
Yep.
four points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. So kind of bounces head off the floor. It stuns him, and he kind of blurs a bit, and then he goes, always with violence. The uneducated. That's all what they always do. They don't know how to respond. Always with violence.
Can I
It's
gag
the
him?
same way with yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's zip tied, so
Right. I figured, I didn't want to like smash this man's melon right now.
okay. All right. We'll cut over
I,
to our shot.
I was going
Shot.
to say, as soon as he's gagged, I'm going to shout like up the stairs
Okay.
and let them know that there's potential danger on the second floor.
Okay, we'll come to that because Arshad and Kazim they were searching the northern wing, which didn't take them as long as Gokin and Alam were searching the several rooms up there. So you guys were headed out into the garden, correct?
We went out into the garden. Yeah.
Yep.
While all the drama's going on inside, we're looking at the pretty flowers.
Yeah, you're like, this is beautiful. This is a great assignment. So you guys go out there, and you guys, both of you can give me I keep wanting to say spot hidden, but alertness.
I'm apparently really busy looking at the flowers.
Okay. Kazim, you pass. So when you come out there, you notice that okay, it is beautiful flowers and stuff, but just to the east of the flowers, there's this large rectangle of sand. And the sand looks like it's like the desert sand and all when it's blowing and all. It kind of looks chaotic. This looks almost like perfectly structured and stuff, and it's in this obviously a perfect rectangle, and nature doesn't make perfect right angles and all. So it's probably about 20 feet wide and maybe 80 feet long. So it's quite large.
Arshad, look at this. It's different. It's all
Yeah,
flat.
that's odd. That's somebody had to do that themselves.
Are there footprints around that would give us some sense of like how someone might have been interacting with this area?
There is not.
I'm gonna grab a fistful of the sand there and see if
Okay.
it feels any different.
Yeah, it's very fine. And a lot of the sand out in the desert is kind of, I mean, this is obviously gritty also, but it looks like if you ever had like one of those rock tumblers as a kid, how the rocks became out smooth. That sand has kind of got that feel that, it's almost been like worked,
It's like beach
purposely.
sand instead of
Yeah.
desert sand.
Hmm.
How
Mm.
deep down is it like that? Like, is the ground super hard here,
No,
or does it? No.
it's not like quicksand. You're not gonna like sink into it, but like if you start shoveling with your hand,
It's a pit.
it just keeps yeah being that sand there.
Okay, we should when we see the others, we should tell them about this.
Yeah.
And right about that time, when you finish that, you hear Alan yell out what he yelled out up the steps and all.
The hell? Let's go back inside.
Okay. So, and then we'll cut over to Elam and Gokhan up on the second floor. You hear Alan yell out about it's dangerous up there.
I kind of look at Gokon and I say, it doesn't look all that dangerous up here.
Oh, oh, yell back, then come up here. We need to find it.
And I'd like to, these books, one of these books that I can't read, I'd like to just sort of flip through it looking for pictures.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's pictures in it. So looking through there, there's a lot of there's pictures of ancient like you ever, I'm sure you've seen it, the Syrian lions with the bearded lions and all. There's pictures of those and all, and and yeah, there are a lot of pictures in it of pre-Islamic artwork.
Okay. And I start showing this to Gokhan. I'm like, look, proof,
Ooh.
proof.
Whether it's on the wall or hidden in a book, right? Let's take it down.
All right. I'll gather up maybe two or three of the books and head downstairs.
Okay. All right. So, yep, you gather up those books and come on down. And you see Arshad and Kazim came on in. And so we've got everyone kind of gathered back in. You see Tariq Rassam is zip tied and gagged. And the servant, he's got his head down. He looks quite defeated, and the woman is up, and she keeps kind of looking around nervously.
Right. Well, seeing him zip tied and gagged, I'm just going hard into it. I'm saying all the worst things that I can to play it up for
Mhm.
the video that he's an evil heretic.
Well, what proof do we have?
And
What happened?
I showed them the books and the pictures on the inside, and I said, look at this.
How do you explain this? I say to him.
Right out of there.
No, but I assume if you remove the gag, he goes, he's like, it was academic. I was a professor. I was weak and I kept some of my academic textbooks that I used to teach and all. It's just pictures of the history of this land.
Why did you tie him up, though?
He he did something, or Timur says tried to do something to him, and started getting mouthy.
The
He
boar?
goes, "You must all leave. You must all leave. You are not welcome in my home anymore."
I'm gonna boot him in the ribs.
Okay, yep, can't miss. So yeah, he
Ooh.
kind
There's a strange thing out in the garden. Looks like an area of sand. It's deep. It doesn't look natural.
Alan will look to the niece. Said, "Was that one of the things you told me about?"
goes, he had a bomb shelter. When I moved here, he had a bomb shelter. I never could find it. He goes, that's where he must be hiding his sorceress gold that he makes
But
and
you
all
said there
the
was also something
every
upstairs, correct?
yes, that's his lab. He goes in there and I smell strange odors like he's burning and I hear him saying words I don't understand. He's an evil man.
Have we seen anything that would justify his execution at this point?
I'm gonna say with ISIL, yeah. Just
Um,
him like back talking would be enough in their eyes.
got it.
And I'm gonna egg you on if I see that you're upset. I'm gonna be like, "You're gonna take that?" He says that we're not welcome here anymore. This heathen.
Um,
We're the boss.
I'm going to re-gag him so that he can't.
right.
Okay. Uh,
Um,
he's going to try to bite you as you're trying to gag him. So uh, he fails, but he tried.
I dodged anyway.
Okay.
I'll backhand him when he tries to
Okay.
do that.
Yeah. No, he kind of gets there, and you get the natural reaction of tears come up in the eyes when you get hit kind of in the face, especially if you get the nose and all. But he looks at you with like not hate, but almost like pity.
You say that he makes gold. Let's see if we can find some of this gold. I'm going to go upstairs back to where
Right.
if he's
So,
a wizard and he's tied up, we're safe. Allah will
right.
protect us.
Right. So, anyone else going with Arshad?
You're headed out back to the garden.
I know
No,
I'm
he's
going
going upstairs.
upstairs.
I'll go with you. I'll see if someone else wants to babysit the old man for a while.
I want to see this wizard's lair.
Elam, why are we letting this man live? He attacked us.
We're just making sure.
I, number one, did not want to leave a mess for these two to clean up, but also he may still yet have something to tell us. I did not want to kill him prematurely.
What could this man possibly have to tell us?
Depends.
Where
You
all
can
of
get a
his
lot out of a
evil
man with
idols
the
are,
point
we
of a
can
knife.
Yeah, we want to know where all of his evil idols are so that we can destroy them.
Timur is the man who's like
Yeah,
witnessing us, right?
Yep, the Chechen. He's kind of
I'm gonna
watching.
ask Timur if he could give us some counsel. Would it please Allah if we executed this blasphemer?
Because it would. And he pulls out a knife. It's a serrated, like, large knife. He's like going, "Would you like the honor?"
Well, yeah, I could try to do it with my left hand. Anyone else want to? I could get a better angle of you.
I think if this is kind of the way that this conversation's gonna go, because I think Ellen was kind of hoping that it would be, maybe he'd tell us some more. Having not really moved from his spot next to the man, he'll shrug and
I
pull
thought
the
you were,
bayonet, the AK bayonet, and just do him there.
Okay.
I thought
Yep.
you were coming with me upstairs.
I didn't know we had left. If we hadn't left, if I'm upstairs, then someone else can have that. But
All right.
Kazim
So,
is kind of a young buck. He's a student who came
We're
back.
all young.
we're all young.
And this is probably his first time seeing something like that. So he's doing his best to like
kind
not
of.
throw up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a sanity roll.
Yeah, I'll take one too. Gokon's trying to
Good,
play
yeah.
tough, but he's
I
definitely
think-
nervous.
I think I'm also going to. I
Yeah.
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
that committal to the bit, and then it's like,
I
oh
got
God,
a
what
low
have I done?
20s. I'm good.
Where are we? I forget. Is it under or over current sand?
You want under.
Oh boy. Actually,
And you don't want doubles. Well, you
I
want
was gonna say,
doubles.
looking at my current sand, this behavior totally makes sense for Alan.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
most of you guys got pretty low sanity.
I'm at 91. Or I rolled a 91 out of 39. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you've seen dead bodies. Obviously, you're in Mosul,
Right.
dead bodies, but like it's different seeing a dead body and creating a dead body, especially
Right.
with your hand. And so I'll say you lose 1 point as you kind of get that like little, when you kind of throw up into the back of your throat and you swallow it back down, and you get that awful burning through your esophagus and all.
And you can kind of hear him. It's not Allah will provide, but like,
Yeah.
sort of it was by his will, so like I can't,
Yeah.
I can't be blamed for this.
hmm
And I'll go up with our shot.
Okay. All right. So you guys go upstairs. You got some great images on that GoCon. So nice work. Upstairs, you see the doors that were open that the other two had searched. There is one door that they obviously hadn't went into yet. So I assume you go in there.
Yeah, well, yeah. We'll do a
Yeah.
quick look around the library, but then we'll.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think
do
I'm also
you-
going to have my rifle up. Like, we're not doing like a stacked entry, but like, I'm
Yeah,
just
right.
now suspicious.
I don't blame you.
He's a
All
wizard.
right. So when you open it up, this is a laboratory. You see Bunsen burners, beakers, pipettes, cabinets. There's all kinds of cabinets around. You see, there's personal protection gear like lab gloves, lab coats.
Oh,
They got the
so like a
goggles, and
proper.
yes,
Yeah,
like a proper
Okay.
proper
he's a
lab.
scientist,
Mhm.
Western scientist. The hell?
What was he doing in here?
She said he was making gold out of lead.
She's a woman. What does she know?
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I don't know anything about the stuff in this room, but they don't need to know that. I guess,
Mhm.
I mean, science itself is not necessarily haram, but what is there anything in here that immediately leaps out as problematic?
Give me a search roll.
Sure.
No refrigerator full of bacon.
Yeah,
I got a 15 on a 45.
nice.
I
Look.
got a.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
I got a
Uh,
22.
Okay.
Not, oh, nice. So that's a crit, and so we'll say, Alina, you look around and you find some cast iron and some double-aught buckshot next to it. And all. Arshad, with your crit, as you kind of looking around near there, you find it looks like gold dust.
Like gold dust.
Mhm. So, yeah. And if you
If I
look at
see
it
the gold
closely,
dust,
yeah.
then I'm going to look even more diligently
Right.
to
Hmm.
see if I find anything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Looking there, not just that little bit of gold dust, but you don't see, you know,
Just cast iron, is it
Right.
ingots?
it looks like it's more like like I said, it's like buckshot, and then some of it looks like it had been melted down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like he
so
was
he,
forging it.
well, melting it into an ingot, presumably. Um, sorry, I was confused. I didn't, this can't be real, right?
Why isn't it? It's real.
I mean, Timur's downstairs talking about curses, jinn. I mean,
Well,
this is all fantasy stuff.
why do you think it's fantasy? I mean, the tradition of jinn's gone back in our own religion for,
I didn't mean the jinn part, but the sorcery?
well, sorcery is just somebody in league with the jinn and the devil. He's getting
I,
his knowledge from somewhere.
out of character, would asking these questions have gotten me shot?
No,
No, I
Okay.
think
we're
religious
friends. We're
questions. Yeah,
friends.
yeah, yeah.
Well, but if for him, it's just like we're looking at like the lead, the like Tolkien level sort of, we're turning lead into gold alchemist stuff.
But we're religious fanatics. So,
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So yeah, yeah.
forgive me. I
uh,
don't have experience with this
I'm
at
going to
all.
look to see if he's got any documents in this room that are like forbidden evil magic spells
Okay.
and
So
witchcraft.
with that crit, you won't need to make another roll. Um, you see in there on the bookshelf, on like in the cabinets and stuff. When you look in there, there are obvious spots where there used to be books stored, and here, unlike a lot of the other places where the dust had kind of settled because like whatever was stored there before had been moved a long time ago, this is obvious that it was very recently that the books were removed
Things are
from that.
missing here.
Mhm.
Hmm. I'm gonna leave. I mean, I guess there's no reason to take this with us.
I think we should all take it out into the courtyard and burn it. All of his Diabolist equipment.
I suppose you're right. I suppose the gold is tainted too.
Well, it's just dust. There's nothing. Can I
Oh, I thought it
look
was
it
like a
up?
little pile of gold dust or something.
Just a little bit of dust and
Okay.
stuff that you needed a crit to find it. So,
Glitter.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's a lot of stuff to move. What I guess out of character again, I apologize, Keith.
We could
You're fine.
kill everybody and burn the place down, except that it's not
I was
wood.
literally about to
Yeah.
ask,
Yeah.
what guilt would the servants carry for working for this man?
If they knew that he was a sorcerer and didn't
Well,
report it,
well,
yeah,
she
that's guilty.
does she count as reporting it?
That's up to you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not the
not talking
boss
about
here.
a reasonable,
System of
logical,
justice here,
or
yeah.
yeah. It's very
She risked
arbitrary.
she risked a lot to tell you.
That's what I'm getting at. Is like presumably she can't move freely. This may have been the first time opportunity she had to tell someone.
He also hasn't denied it.
Well, he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, he
sorry.
didn't deny it.
Um, we could just burn the house down.
Except that it's made out of stone and rock. So
Fair.
we could just tell her to get out, have them all move out, and then have it demolished.
Well, we should locate his other space. She said a bomb shelter of some kind.
Might be out there in the garden. Yeah.
We
But it
should get
looks
back
like
to the
it's filled
others.
with sand.
We should get back to the others, and we'll take a look.
All right. So while they were doing that, what were the other three doing? The servant, he is trying to have a brave face, but you can see that he's crying over his master being killed. But he doesn't also want to be like obviously mourning a heretic.
I think since I'm down there, uh, I failed my sanity check when he was murdered, so I'm gonna try to turn my attention to this servant and say, do you know where the bomb shelter is?
Uh,
Where is this bomb shelter?
Goes it was turned into a pool. It was turned into a pool long ago. Because it's in the garden. It's where we filled it up.
You filled it up.
Yes, we buried it. Please. He's like going. I'm sorry for what has happened, but he's like going. We we did what we thought was best.
I look at the others, trying to get guidance from them, because
Hmm.
at this point, I don't know what to do. I'm just a
Hmm. Yeah. You see
brand new.
the Chechen, he's kind of looking around. You see he's kind of evaluating you on that, and he's maybe got not a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right. But the other two, they're coming down the steps, and so you guys all gather back in the foyer and
Yeah.
all. The woman, she's kind of not looking at the body anymore because she doesn't want to look at a dead person. And the
Oh,
Chimera looks up. He goes, "What did you find up there?"
well, his lab is described in uh, evidence that she might be telling the truth.
Hmm. We've done
He's
good
gonna
work.
look at hang on, at Majid,
Hmm.
Did you know he was doing these things?
We did what needed to be done. There's worse things out there. We we tried to contain them. But you must understand. Sometimes things have to be step outside of the Quran.
I'm gonna drag him outside.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, he's an old man, so yeah, without any issue.
because I don't, no reason to get the floor
Yeah, right. Yeah,
messy.
yeah. That's
And
right. Beautiful.
I want to put two in the back of his head.
Okay. Yep. No issue there.
And come back inside. That's an 80. So is that another point?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
Okay.
say. Hmm. Yeah.
As the
Nice
slow
and nice
spiral
and
begins.
yeah, that's right. Falling apart. And you see that the Tamara the Chechen, he's smiling at that.
Um,
He's like going, brothers, do we suspect that he hid away some blasphemous art?
Very
yes, I believe
likely.
it's in the
Oh,
bomb shelter.
absolutely.
I
We
believe he may
must
have gold as well.
gold. Oh, we could use funding to buy more weapons. And
Forgive my ignorance, Uncle Timur, but would that not also be tainted?
we will we'll use the gold to give to the heathens in Europe to buy their weapons, and they can deal with the tainted gold. And the curse can cause their governments to fall.
Makes sense. Thank you.
He goes, let's find some shovels and get digging.
It's a pretty big area.
We're young. Are you suggesting we need to go get heavy equipment?
Do we think
Well,
that
where's
it's
the
under the
nearest town?
sand? Do we think that it's under the sand pit that we found?
He did
That's
say
my
that they
guess.
filled in a pool, or they filled it in. So
This place has got a pool. Any of you see that?
No, it's
No, but
filled
we
in
did
with
see the
sand
sand
now.
pit. Well, it's loose sand. It wasn't impacted, so I'm
So,
sure they
okay,
got a
so you're
shovel. This
saying
is a nice garden.
bomb shelter to pool, then filled in the pool with sand? You'd still see
Correct.
the outside of the pool, right?
Correct. I mean, we do still see the outside of the pool of the sand pit, right? Keith?
You saw that thing that looked like a rectangle.
Yeah.
So I
All right.
think, I guess I'll source
Art,
some shovels.
Okay, all right. Needless to say, it takes a while to dig it out. It gets a little frustrating because, of course, anytime you're shoveling sand, it keeps falling back into the thing. So you have to make sure that you get that sand further enough away so it's not falling in. But several hours later, you guys are nice and sweaty. Uh, you're a little tired, but you do get down to the bottom of the pit. Now it's not like this Olympic sized deep pool because even though he was rich enough to have a pool, you're still in the desert, so they can't just fill up these things. So it's more of like a wading pool. Maybe it was at most 2 or 3 feet deep and stuff, so you could dive into it. At the bottom, you see a an archway. You'd have to kind of duck to go into the archway, but looking on the other looking down into there, you can see that there's a door on the other side there.
I
yeah,
think
there we go.
I think Alan will probably have stripped down to his, pants just to try and get some sort of evaporation going.
Hmm.
And he'll reach back up the pit, grab his AK, and says, "Who wants to come explore with me?"
You and Elon go first. I don't think there's anything down here. It would have been buried in the ground.
It's a nice way to get blown up.
This guy's a wizard.
I he It seems that way.
Okay. All right. So, Alan and Elam, you guys going on
Yeah,
down?
I wanted to as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
And
That sounds
please. I don't
fun.
want to be doing. I don't want to come across as doing all the work. Sorry.
okay. So you guys go down, and you open kind of the door, and behind it there's a hallway that it looks like it's still going down into the earth. And after about a meter, it gets to where it goes down further enough that you don't have to be kind of hunched over in there, so you're able to stand up again. But you see at the end of this hallway, those pressure doors that are on ships. So they've got the little wheel in the
Hey,
center of it and all. And so that's at the end of this hallway buried in here.
this doesn't look like brick and mortar. This is almost, I don't know,
She did say bomb shelter.
It's just
I
serious.
guess.
Is it
This
normal
was
for?
expensive.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, is it normal to find a facility like this in private
Uh,
hands?
so if you remember, someone did mention that he worked for Saddam's government,
Mm,
which was,
So he had money.
yeah,
or access. Yeah, or at least access to resources.
yeah.
All right. So this is his
Infidels.
bomb shelter. I
I
wonder if
guess I'll
there's,
try the vault door.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
filming also.
Yeah, oh yeah. So you turn it, and when you open it up. It's not like it's been a sealed vault for like centuries. Get all that stale. When you open it up, instead it's not stale air. Like it has been opened very recently.
Hmm. That's
So he knew we were coming and he buried all of this to hide it. It didn't help him. He's dead.
Okay. All right. Going on in.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll lead the way if Ashad's going to be videotaping and Gokhan and Alam can come behind. Kazim, are
Shadi.
you
Yeah,
on the
Gokhan's
top?
also helping.
All right.
Kazim, are you up top with Timur?
No, I'm too curious. I want to see this.
Oh, all right. So we're all down here.
All right. Okay, so going in, you see in there, you see a shelves with bookcases on it. There's clay tablets on there. There are statues. All of this is obviously pre-Islamic artwork and all, which are stuff that was not supposed to be around, and you were supposed to destroy it, kind of like they did with Palmyra and all. And very noticeably, standing in the middle of this room is a 2 meter tall iron cage, and inside of it, you see a large bronze amphora the amphora's got a stopper in the top of it.
And it's
And it's in
caged.
a cage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is it a genie? Does he have a genie caged up in there?
There is writing on the amphora, but none of you speak the language that is written on it.
What
This
does the
makes more
language look
sense.
like? Does it look like an Arab language?
I will actually have to look up what this language looks like.
That's a good question, though.
uh, it looks like a combination of cuneiform and hieroglyphics.
Oh,
Huh.
pagan shit.
Yep. Well, should we get to smashing?
Oh yeah, I think
These are idols. These are
Well, absolutely. We don't have access to satchel charges or anything, do we?
If you
no,
wanted, then you could.
I'd like to smash it with my
oh
bare
yeah, come
hands.
yeah. We work
Smash.
small. We get good scenes. Then we step out. We shoot the place up, and then we blow it up at the end. We want this to be big.
You're the video guy.
Gotta have vision.
As like we move in, we all start smashing stuff, throwing it on the floor. Um, I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out the black spray can that I have
Mm-hmm.
and essentially like right along the wall, uh, you know, all shall bow
So,
before Allah or whatever, some
yep,
sort
yep.
of religious
Oh,
sign of
Allah.
superiority over these pagan objects.
Mm-hmm. Allah Akbar. Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, smashing like the tablets and all their play tablets. It doesn't
Yeah.
require any effort to really smash and stuff. So we'll get
Burning
smashed
any
away.
scrolls or
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure we've got a lighter or something.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
as we, I
Can't
guess,
smoke though. ISIL did not allow smoking.
correct, which is, I was like, he's European, he should have cigarette. No, he should not have
No, no, no,
cigarette.
no.
not
You would
even
have
pipes,
seen.
Kazim.
Yeah, you would have seen in Mosul there were heads that had cigarettes stuck into them. People that were caught
Yes.
smoking, they cut their heads off, and
Oh,
we
I
thought
think
Surgeon General's warnings were bad.
yeah, I look at Gokan and say, what if we form up in the doorway and all dump like a mag into this thing in the center?
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah, I
frame
like
it,
it.
and so like right over the cage is the Allahu Akbar as
Well,
like the
wait.
Yeah,
I
five.
yeah.
mean, don't we want to just push it over and break it open? Because what if it's full of gold?
It's solid bronze, right?
Oh,
Has
That's
anyone
wrong. Yeah.
Oh,
tapped on it?
it's bronze. Okay, yeah, it wouldn't break.
Okay. Oh, so if you're gonna go up there and tap on it,
Yeah, with the butt of my gun and see if it's
okay.
like solid or if it rings.
It does sound like it's full, so it doesn't sound hollow. On the top of in the stopper, there is this symbol etched into the stopper on the amphora.
oh, that's weird. No idea what that is.
Very pagan.
Yeah.
looks like a leaf.
Some cuneiform pagan nonsense.
It's like a
Uh,
grapevine or something. So maybe it's wine, which is also forbidden.
True.
No.
Uh,
So let's. No, come on. There's the showmanship. We think there's a genie in there. We're daring the genie to come out and face us, and let's see what all his bullets do to it.
sort of thinking is if we get two guys on either like edge of the doorway, two guys crouching, and then maybe you in the center with the camera, then we can get five AKs
Right.
mag
Nice.
dumping
No,
into
no,
this thing
okay.
at once.
Arshad being that camera, and I'll get a selfie of everyone.
Sure.
You guys shoot
Right.
over my shoulders.
Everybody's about to lose their hearing.
Yeah.
Terrible
Yeah.
idea.
All right. So
We're dumbass
so-
kids. That's
Yeah,
100% something I could see
Great
even
idea.
Boots doing.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the amphora. So what are you doing with it?
We're blasting.
We're just, I think the idea was to get like a synchronized mag dump in it for Snapchat.
Okay, just kind of shoot the amphora. I got it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, and like Aline said, I mean, it is loud as all hell. And when you finish, it doesn't even look like you scratched it.
The hell?
Yeah, through the cordite smoke
Yeah.
and the ring, the burst eardrums. Like, what the?
So I want to get this straight. The amphora is inside of a cage.
Yeah, but someone opened up the cage.
Okay, so the cage was openable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's pull out the cork and dump the water out or the alcohol out.
Does it look like one man can do it, or will it take multiple?
No, one person could do it.
Okay,
So,
I didn't know if it was like a dude-sized jar or just a small
it's
one.
it's like 3 foot. It's
Okay.
still
Big
a big
amphora.
amphora. Like carrying it would be probably
We
two
can-
people could grab.
We can still knock it over and then take
Yeah.
the thing out so that it spills.
I'm gonna knock a mag, load another one, and rack it just because.
Okay.
And then pick up the discarded one and go to help Arshad.
Okay, all right. So Arshad, you're going to pull out the stopper.
I'll use a knife and pry it open.
Okay, yeah. So it takes a bit. The stopper comes out. All of you can give me sanity rolls.
91.
Got a 10.
If
I
you
got
pass, you
I got
lose one.
I got a 55.
Okay. If you fail, you lose 1d6.
Is that a crit fail because it doubles?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So you lose 6.
Oh, okay. So it's just max sand loss.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So,
3.
And you have a fit if you drop more than 10, right?
yeah, you kind of like freak out and
Oh,
stuff.
I'm
Yeah, you're like, "Ah!" Because what you see
I am
come,
not there yet, but I'm 2 points
yeah,
away.
you're super. Oh, you'll be there soon. So what you see flying out of the amphora, you see all these obsidian chips and stuff, and they come up and they fly directly at Arshad. And Arshad, you want to? What do you want to do?
Um, I'm trying to back away. I'm trying to dodge, I guess.
Okay, give me a dodge.
I got 91. So,
Okay, you take 16 points of damage as it
Oh,
essentially skins you. And all of you can take another sanity roll as you just saw your buddy essentially turn into bloody mist.
all right. Well, I didn't crit fail, but I got an 81.
Okay, and why I closed the page on the sanity loss, so never understand. So let me get to that. Okay, 1d10 if you fell.
Oh, jeez.
And if you pass,
I
just
got
If
1.
you pass, what?
Okay.
I got exactly a 2, which means
Okay,
I do have temp madness.
okay, all right. So you start freaking out. Seemed like the best solution to this is to fire away.
I do have a grenade.
Okay, all right.
Ooh,
Um, what are you
sorry,
going to use
I
the
had an
grenade?
idea. Given
Mm-hmm.
that we're playing sort of the like extremists, if
Mm-hmm.
I would it make sense to like cook it and grapple the urn, or is that
Sure.
too much?
No, no, go for it.
Okay. I'm going to scream for everyone to run, pull the pin, and shout Allahu Akbar and grapple the urn and try to
Okay.
wedge the grenade like into the hole.
All right. Excellent. Okay. Uh, when you do that, the others you're backing out, and you see Alan. It's like the amphora is actually pulling him in, and it starts sucking him in, and your hand is just freezing cold, and it's a cold you've never experienced before, and then you get sucked in, but of course your body doesn't fit through that, so like your flesh and stuff goes in there, but your bones kind of just fall, out because they didn't make it through the opening, and you
Right, so
see
there's
just
kind of
this.
a crushed pile of Allen
Yeah,
bones on the
yeah,
top.
almost like
Ugh.
a almost like cartoon like is how
Yeah.
I would do
Oh,
that.
just completely de-organed and fleshed
Yeah, yeah,
skeleton
all of that got
declipper.
sucked in and just
Oh, that's
uh
horrifying. Okay.
and you're dead. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
the others, when you see that, the obsidian chips they start forming into Arabic, and they say kneel and serve.
Oh, I kneel.
Okay,
Healing.
you're
Yep.
kneeling.
Yep.
Bob.
I kneel.
Okay, so you see one chip each comes flying towards you, and it wedges itself in the mouth. And about that time, the handler reaches up and he hits stop on the videotape, and he goes, "Gentlemen, we just received this videotape. We need to figure out what the fuck is going on." And that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
That was a good cut.
Dang.
wow. Ah,
I didn't know how long we were trying to get this to go for, so I was like, is the suicide bombing the right play? Like,
no,
but no,
that was
I think as I said in the chat, like yeah, we're brainwashed 20-year-olds on a mission from God, but like way less cool than the Blues Brothers. Um, that would have been like the best thing he could have done in that
Live streaming it
situation.
with like the the backward facing camera, like YOLO, and then we kneel.
Oh yeah, I've been silencing a lot of really obnoxious stuff.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
that was a good setup for now we're Delta Green.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how long for the next 6 sessions or however long this runs? Are we expecting like a 3-hour window, 4-hour window? What are we looking at?
Oh,
These should be
handle
2-hour
that.
episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll handle that part. Tom, close this out here.
Sorry.
Our players included Julian Arba, Dan DePolis, Gordon Lewis, Kaylin McDowell, and myself, with Keith Craig as the handler. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Delta Green role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.